Hey ladies, have you been struggling with recurrent yeast infections and wondering why they keep coming back? Well, have you ever considered that it could be related to the foods you're eating? In this video, we'll dive into the surprising connection between your diet and yeast infections. Get ready to discover the top culprits that could be fueling your discomfort and learn how to make simple changes to finally find relief. Welcome back to Glow Up. A vaginal yeast infection is typically caused by an overgrowth of a type of fungus called Candida albicans. This fungus is normally present in the vagina in small amounts, but factors such as antibiotics, hormonal changes, diabetes, a weakened immune system, eating a lot of junk food or unhealthy foods, or wearing tight, non-breathable clothing can disrupt the balance of bacteria and fungi in the vagina, leading to an overgrowth of yeast. This can result in symptoms such as itching, burning, redness, and a white clumpy vaginal discharge. Well, let's dive right in. Here are the top 10 foods that's the cause of your reoccurring vaginal yeast infections. Number 1. Sugar. Consuming high amounts of sugar can promote the growth of Candida, the fungus responsible for vaginal yeast infections. A study published in the Journal of Reproductive Medicine found that women with vaginal yeast infections had higher blood sugar levels compared to those without the infection. Number 2. White bread and pasta. Refined carbohydrates like white bread and pasta are quickly broken down into sugar in the body, providing an ideal environment for yeast to thrive. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a diet high in refined carbohydrates was associated with an increased risk of recurrent vaginal yeast infections. Number 3. Alcohol. Alcohol can disrupt the balance of good and bad bacteria in the body, making it easier for yeast to overgrow. A study published in the journal Alcohol found that alcohol consumption was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections in women. Number 4. Processed foods. Processed foods are often high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and additives that can disrupt the balance of good bacteria in the body. A study published in the journal FEMS Microbiology Ecology found that a diet high in processed foods was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. Number 5. Dairy. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt can contain hormones and antibiotics that can disrupt the balance of bacteria in the body. A study published in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives found that consuming high amounts of dairy products was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. Number 6. Caffeine. Yes, everybody loves that good cup of coffee. However, caffeine can alter the pH balance of the vagina, making it easier for yeast to grow. A study published in the journal Urology found that caffeine consumption was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections in women. Number 7. Sodas and sugary drinks. Soda and sugary drinks are often high in sugar and artificial sweeteners, which can feed yeast. A study published in the International Journal of Dental Hygiene found that consuming sugary drinks was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. Number 8. Fried foods. Fried foods are often high in unhealthy fats and additives that can disrupt the balance of good bacteria in the body. A study published in the journal Nutrition found that a diet high in fried foods was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. Number 9. Red meat. Red meat can be high in hormones and antibiotics, which can disrupt the balance of bacteria in the body. A study published in the journal Revista found that consuming high amounts of red meat was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. And number 10. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose can disrupt the balance of bacteria in the body and promote yeast overgrowth. A study published in the journal Diabetes Care found that consuming artificial sweeteners was associated with an increased risk of vaginal yeast infections. And there you have it. The key to eliminating recurring vaginal infections is simply to change your diet. A healthy diet will always mean a healthier you. We hope you found this video informative. Share this video with your family and friends to help them out, and of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe for more informative health videos.